Hello, I'm Grace and I'm going to take you through a yoga session today. Now we're going to start sitting with our legs crossed. Doesn't matter which leg's to the front, just go with whatever one feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to push the knees down with our hands or with our arms, so a bit of a slump. Just to encourage some movement from the hips. And sit up tall. Try breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And that again is to encourage more movement from the hips. If it goes a bit wrong, it goes a bit wrong, but just try. Now try a 3-part breath. So as you breathe in through the nose, the belly inflates, the rib cage expands, the chest lifts and opens. And as you breathe out, the belly deflates, the rib cage contracts, and the breastbone softens and falls. So it's like a wave going up your body. Breathing in through the nose, the belly inflates, the rib cage expands, the chest lifts and opens. And as you breathe out through the nose, the belly deflates, the rib cage contracts, and the breastbone softens and falls. And that's how we're going to be breathing throughout the whole session today. Again, it might go a bit wrong, but just try and get back to that 3-part breath, in and out through the nose. Take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, the right fingertips behind your back, and turn to look over the right shoulder. Again, practice your breathing. In through the nose, belly inflates, rib cage expands, chest lifts and opens, and out through the nose. Belly deflates, rib cage contracts, and breastbone softens and falls. Now we're going to walk forward over our right knee. Anchor the left side of your bottom down to the floor. Let your head drop so you're not holding on to any tension in the neck. And again, breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Your target area is the left-hand side of the back. So it doesn't matter how far forward you go, as long as you get the feeling in that target area. Unravel. Collect your breath. In through the nose, belly inflates, rib cage expands, chest lifts and opens, and out through the nose. Belly deflates, rib cage contracts, breastbone softens and falls. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee and the left fingertips behind your back on the floor and look over the left shoulder. Breathe. In through the nose, belly inflates, rib cage expands, chest lifts and opens. And breathing out through the nose, belly deflates, rib cage contracts, breastbone softens and falls. Now walk over the left knee, anchoring the right side of your bottom down and feeling that stretch in your target area, the right hand side of the lower back. Breathe. And with these stretches, you're not resisting the stretch. Allow the stretch to happen. Make friends with the pose. Unravel. Let's cross our legs the other way. And we'll do the same thing that we did before, just pushing the knees down with the hands or with the arms, just to encourage some movement from the hips. And then we'll lift up tall. Take the right arm up in the air. Left hand goes to the outside of the right knee. And as you breathe out through the nose, go up and over for a side stretch. Now we're going to reverse twist. On your next breath in, take the right side of the chest to the ceiling and the right shoulder blade into the center of the back. Breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Now this time, round down over the left knee. Feeling the stretch again in the right hand side of the back and anchoring the right hand side of the bottom to the floor. Should feel a lot easier already. Allow that stretch to happen and then unravel. Let's take the left arm up in the air, over towards the right hand to the outside of the knee. Get the left chest to face the ceiling, drawing the left shoulder blade into the center of the back. 3-part breath, belly inflates, ribcage expands, chest lifts and opens, and breathing out, belly deflates, ribcage contracts, and breastbone softens and falls. Round down over the right knee, anchor the left side of the bottom down to the floor. Feel that stretch in the left-hand side of the back and relax into it. So you're just gently encouraging your body to mold into different shapes. Let's unravel. Go for a tree position. So the right leg's going to be bent, the left leg's going to be straight. And then we're going to go for a full body twist. So my left hand's going to go to the top of the right knee. I'm going to push down, right hand behind my back, and I'm going to twist the whole body around to look behind me. Breathe. Should feel lovely and comfy. And then I'm going to come back to the center and we're just going to go for an upper back twist. So the right hand goes to the outside of the left leg, the left fingertips behind your back and look over the left shoulder. It will feel a lot more awkward. Just the upper back that's twisting here. Come back to the center. Try to get the center line of the chest over the left leg. So it's a bit of a twist. And then walk forward into a forward fold. Just as far as is comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's not far. So you've got the stretch here in the back of the left leg and in the right hand side of the back. Think about breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Unravel and cross this right leg over the top of the left in a figure 4 position. So the foot is just hanging there. Now we're going to push the leg down, but pull the foot up. Again, it's just to encourage the movement from the hips. Breathe. And if you want to progress a little bit, just tip forward, but that's up to you. Let's change sides. So we'll try the tree position on the other side, the left leg's bent. And we'll start with that full body twist. So the right hand goes onto the left knee, push down, take the left hand behind your back and twist everything to look behind you. Breathe. Remember the 3-part breath, belly inflated, rib cage expands, chest lifts and opens. Breathe out, belly deflates, rib cage contracts, breastbone softens and folds. And then the left hand's going to go to the outside of the right leg, the right fingertips behind your back, look over the right shoulder. It's just your upper back twisting. Notice how much stiffer it is in the upper back. Turn to face the front. Get the center line of your chest over that right leg and walk forward, just as far as is comfortable. It may feel completely different one side to another. Nobody's symmetrical, and that's perfectly normal. So our target areas here are the stretch in the back of the right leg and in the left-hand side of your back. Breathe. And then if we unravel here and try that figure 4 position again. So the right leg's just going to cross over the left. The foot's just hanging, the ankle's relaxed. We're going to push down on the leg, pull up with the foot to encourage a rotation from the hip joint. You can stay here if you want to, or tip forward, depending on what suits you. The focus here is the rotation from the hip joint. Coming up. Let's take our legs wide in a dragonfly position. So we stretch out the inner thighs. Now you don't have to have your legs really wide. As long as they're wider than hip distance, that's fine. You don't have to have them completely straight either. If you prefer bent legs, that's fine. As long as you can get that target area in the inner thigh. So we're going to sit up tall and we'll go for an upper body twist from this position, from the dragonfly. So we'll take the left hand to the outside of the right leg, the right fingertips on the floor, look over that right shoulder, breathe. Now keeping the length through the spine will give you a bit more room for maneuver. Walk forward over that right leg, anchoring the left side down to the floor. Breathe. Where your left hand is, place your right hand. We're going to reverse twist. Take the left hand up in the air, the left side of the chest to the ceiling, and draw the left shoulder blade into your back. Again, breathe. Nobody's holding their breath. Now let's come up. We'll try the same thing the other side. So right hand to the outside of the left leg, left fingertips behind your back, lift up tall, get that length through the spine to give you room, and then look over the left shoulder. In through the nose, out through the nose. Enjoy. Walk forward over the left knee, anchor the right side of your bottom down. Again, just as far as is comfortable for you. It's encouragement here as opposed to force. And then where your right hand is, place your left hand. Open out the right side of the chest. Draw the right shoulder blade into the back. So again, we're in that reverse twist. It's about 3-part breath. That's going to allow you to settle into each position. Coming up. Now I'm going to turn sideways so it's easier for you to see what's happening. We're just going to cat tilt and dog tilt. So as I cat tilt, I just round my back. And as I dog tilt, I stick my bottom out and lift my chest. Okay. Breathing out, round the back, roll back onto your bum cheeks, drop the chest, dog tilt, stick your bottom out and lift the chest. Cat tilt, round the back, allow the chest to drop, dog tilt, stick your bottom out and lift the chest. And again, cat tilt, round the back, and then dog tilt, stick your bottom out and lift the chest. Now keep sticking your bottom out. You'll feel a bit of a pull at the very top of the inner thigh. Keep sticking your bottom out and walk forward just as far as you can to increase that stretch in the inner thigh. For some of us, this will be quite far. For some of us, it'll be barely anything. It's fine. Just increase the stretch in the inner thigh. Just get the target and breathe. So you're allowing energy to flow through the body. Walk yourself back up. Now bend your knees up to the ceiling so your feet are flat. Take your hands back behind you just to lean back on. And we're just going to windscreen wipe the knees side to side. Just rotating the hips in and out, nice and comfortable. Now the next time your knees go to the right, let's keep them there. The right hand stays behind your back. The left palm goes up to the ceiling. Now we're going to go for a flash dance pose. I want you to squeeze the left glute and coming up, push up to the ceiling. Breathe. Feeling that stretch in the front of the left hip. In through the nose and out through the nose. Coming down, windscreen wipe the other way. Right palm to the ceiling, squeeze the right glute, flash dance pose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Coming back, let's try a cobbler's pose, soles of the feet together. Interlink your fingers with your toes. So you're threading the fingers between your toes. So we're really starting to stretch out the feet. And then lift your chest up tall. So we're going to grow a little bit. Now stay here for a moment. Let your body get used to this position. Again, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then we're going to try and engage our tummy muscles a little bit. So let's try, keeping hold of your foot, just extend one leg out away from you. Don't worry what it looks like at this stage, just extend one leg. So you have to gently start to switch on the tummy muscle. Breathe. Doesn't matter if the leg's not straight. And then come back. Shall we try it with the other leg? Extend the other leg. See how that feels. You might find it easier to balance with one leg than another. That's fine. Just go with it. It's just a variation on a boat pose. Just core strength. Coming back. Now you can stay with single legs if you want to. Of course, that's absolutely fine. Or you can go with both legs. Just see how that works. Might happen for you, it might not. Okay. Now again, you can just stay here and breathe if you want to, single legs or double legs, or you can close and open. Breathing out to close, breathing into open. Boat pose. Breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. Start to feel your core muscles working now. Let's have a rest. Cobbler's pose. Great. Rock over onto the outside of the right leg. Now bring this left foot all the way around by the right knee. The left arm's going to hug the left knee and the right fingertips are behind your back. Now lift up tall and give me a whole body twist towards the right, looking over the right shoulder. Now we're just going to go for an upper body twist. So we're going to hug in with the right arm, left fingertips behind your back. Now remember, lift up tall so we get that length through the spine and look over the left shoulder. Feel how much stiffer it is in the upper back. Breathe. Remember, we want to allow the energy to flow or it's just going to stay stiff. So the breathing is key. Let's come back into our cobbler's pose. We're going to try the cobbler and then the boat variations again. So again, we're threading our fingers between our toes, just trying to get some kind of stretch into the feet. Again, let's just test ourselves. Right leg out, might go straight, might not. Either's fine. Just test your balance. And then the left leg. See how that feels? Again, especially if you've got any back problems, you might prefer to stay with both, with single legs, and that's fine. If you want to try both, please feel free and hold. If you want to try the close and open, again, that's an option. So it's completely up to you. Or maybe mix and match a bit if you want to. As with the general rules in yoga, we breathe out to close and breathe into open. Breathe out to close, breathe into open, and then we'll come back to our cobbler's pose. We're going to rock onto the outside of the left leg, and then we're going to bring this right foot round by the left knee. Hug in with the right arm, left fingertips on the floor, look over the left shoulder. Feel that whole body twist, lovely and comfortable. Then we're just going to go for that upper back twist. So we're going to hug in with the left arm, the right fingertips on the floor. Now grow, grow, lift up tall, give yourself a bit of a chance here, and then look over the right shoulder. It will feel a lot more awkward. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Okay. Now come back to your cobbler's pose, but this time take your hands behind you and push down into the hands to lift the chest. Now as you lift the chest and dog tilt, sticking your bottom out, just let the knees just drop to the floor. So again, we're encouraging that little bit more movement from the hip joint. In through the nose, out through the nose. Think about your 3-part breath. Belly inflates, ribcage expands, chest lifts and opens. Breathing out, belly deflates, ribcage contracts, and your breastbone softens and falls. Relax. Let's try a hurdle style position. So if we take our left leg to the front and then flip the right knee over. Okay? Now you can have this knee close in or far away, whatever feels most comfortable for you. As long as we're rotating the hip in, we're going to broaden across the base of the spine. Okay. From here, let's go for our forward fold. So the center line of our chest goes over the left leg and tip forward. Okay. Target area is the back of the left leg and the right hand side of the back. Now breathe. Just let that happen. Unravel. Now bend this left leg to a right angle. Okay? Get the center line of the chest over the left leg and fall forward over the left knee. Make a pillow for your head and just drop down. So we're in a deer pose. Getting the stretch in the outside of the left leg and the right hand side of the back. Now really give up on the weight of the upper body. Give up, and that will help increase the stretch. Coming up. Place this left foot flat on the floor, and then all we're going to do is lift that leg off the floor. Okay, just hold wherever's comfortable. So we're going towards what's called a heron pose. Again, it's a core exercise, just encouraging some balance. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Relax. So let's try the same thing the other side. So we're going to straighten this right leg, flip this left knee over, and just take it, you know, wherever feels comfortable. There's no problem, whatever works well for you. Try as much as you can to get the same amount of weight to both sides of your bottom. And that's the awkward bit. It's probably not going to happen, but just staying that way. Center line of the chest goes over the right leg, so a little mini twist towards the right, and then fall forward into that forward fold. Let your head go. Feel the stretch in the back of the right leg and in the left hand side of your back. Breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. It's only going to get easier the more we allow our body to get used to these positions. And then we're going to unravel and bend this right knee at a right angle. Take the center line of the chest over the right knee. Make a pillow for your head and fall into a deer pose. So we've got the stretch in the outside of the right leg and in the left-hand side of your back. So again, just stay there, breathe, and let go of the upper body. Try not to push the floor away. In fact, sink right down into the floor. When you're ready, just bring yourself up. Place this right foot down flat. Take the underside of the leg and lift up into a heron pose. Okay, don't worry if the leg's not straight, just get the foot off the floor. Breathe in. Okay. Now, we're going to bring both legs back behind us. And if I go sideways, it's easy for you to see. We're going to be kneeling low, taking your hands to a prayer position. Now, just start by just shifting your weight backwards and forwards, just rocking. Now, as you breathe in and go backwards, notice how the front of the foot stretches out. Okay, lovely. Feel quite nice. Okay. Then we're just going to nestle in the centre. Now let's get our glutes, our bum muscles working. On your next breath in, squeeze your bottom, come up and take your hips further forward than your knees. And as we do so, we're going to extend the arms up above our head and lift our ribs up out of our hips. As you breathe out, just lower back down to where we started. So we initiate by squeezing the glutes. Breathing in, hips come further forward than the knees. Lift the ribs out of the hips and breathing out to lower back down. Breathing in to go up. Going towards what's called a camel pose and breathing out to lower back down. Glutes working, breathing in to go up, squeeze the glutes and breathing out to lower down. Give me 3 more of these, 3 more. And on the third one, we'll stay up there. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, now take your arms slightly wider. Now think about hinging from the hips. Chest goes forward, hips go back. So you just kiss your heels. And then we're going to come back up. And again, like we're a waiter. Just greeting somebody, kissing their heels, back up. Chest goes forward, hips go back, breathe out. You'll feel the hamstrings working here. Breathing in the backs of the thighs. And again, breathing out and breathing in. Just give me 2 more. And on the second one, we're going to stay down there. And place your hands down on the floor. Bring your hips up over your knees. Curl the toes under and sit your bottom back towards your heels. Now really push the floor away from you. So we're in what's called a rocket cat. Big stretch in the sole of the foot, and it's like we're going to pounce. Really push the floor away from you. Breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Run your shoulders over your hands and then just release the feet. We're just going to loosen up the spine with a cat tilt and a dog tilt. As you breathe out, round your back, tuck your bottom under and drop your chin to your chest. Like an angry cat. Breathing in dog tilt, stick your bottom out and lift your chest. Like a dog wagging its tail. Breathing out through the nose, round the back like an angry cat. Really tuck the bottom under here. And then a dog tilt. Really stick your bottom up in the air. Breathe breathing in through the nose. Breathing out for a cat tilt. And breathing in for a dog tilt. And again, breathing out for a cat tilt. And breathing in for a dog tilt. 2 more each way, breathing out for a cat tilt. Breathe in for a dog tilt. And 1 more, breathing out for a cat tilt. And breathing in for a dog tilt. Now just sit your bottom down onto your heels, breaststroke your arms down by your side and just let your forehead rest to the floor. So you're curled up in a little ball. Wrap your shoulders around your knees and breathe. In through the nose and out through the nose. Think about that stretch being across and down the back, and then also through the body, from the back of the body to the front of the body. This is a child's pose, and this is your rest position. That completes our class for today, so I hope you've enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thank you.